Checkity check, schmeckity schmeck. Today on American Outlaw, we're going over my gun collection once again because I just had too many guns to do in one video. This one is my sniper rifles. Look, long range is kind of what I've done for 25 years. Back when long range was voodoo magic. It's not voodoo magic anymore. Biggest sponsor of the channel today is us. It's American Outlaw. All right, my first sniper rifle is my most used sniper rifle. Bobby West from CGS, he gave me this, I think like 3 or 4 years ago. I was training some guys and he said, hey, you need one of these because I couldn't get one of the Barrett rifles. And now Barrett's not in there, but this rifle actually competed. They never shot it. It shot better than the Barrett. They should have chose this one, but you know how politics work, so they didn't get it. So this right now is still my favorite sniper rifle. Yes, you think it's a Socko TRG, but it's not. It is set up by CGS, and so they got the action and the chassis. The barrel is a proof research barrel, and it has a, you can chamber any, but this one has a 308, a 300 or a 300 Norma, and a 338 Norma barrel. And then I also bought a 338 Lapua barrel, and I think Bobby is looking at getting me I think he's coming out with some 6.5 Creedmoors now, so I'll have a 6.5 Creedmoor barrel in this. The cool thing about this is this CGS suppressor, it doesn't really exist. I think there was 18 of them in this project, and so this one goes on every single barrel. So one silencer, every barrel, which is pretty cool. And then I've got the Nightforce ATACer, what is this one, the 7-35. It's got the Trimmer 3 reticle in it. And then I've got the Wilcox Raptor, and what it does is, this thing is heavy. I laze the target. You have to turn your dope down every time, but I laze the target. It gives me my exact yardage and dope. So all I got to do is follow what that thing says, pull it and let it go, and it's really, really good to 1600, like really good to 1600. Really good with a 308 to 1200. I mean, it's pretty cool. But it's heavy, but the heavier the rifle, the better you'll shoot. And right now, this is like one of my favorite sniper rifles. Guys, I don't know if you just saw me do that. I took the battery out of this because I haven't shot this gun in a while, and I could smell the battery in there. If you have your electronics, and this is like $12,000 for this Raptor, take your batteries out of it so they don't corrode in there. Mine didn't, that's great, but I don't have any plans on shooting this gun for a few more months. Take your batteries out. All right, the next sniper rifle I have, kind of going down the line, I have these set up, each one of them for a specific reason. We'll talk about my loadout maybe one time later, but this is a Cobalt, and this is a Cobalt with an 18-inch, and it's a 6-arc. Why did I go 18-inch instead of any other deal? Well, I have a active duty sniper that's an incredible, like the best shot that I've ever met. They started looking at him, and he said, hey, after all of the 6-arc evaluations that they did, that the 18-inch is where he would have stuck with them. So I got the 18-inch, and I've got the Cobalt Scrambler can on it. And this is an actual military issue, 3.6 to 18 loopholed. It's got the cage code and everything on it. It's pretty awesome. I have a spot for the laser on top. I only have 2 lasers. I've got the Raptor S and then the Mars L. You know, both of those are like $10,000, $12,000 lasers. They're expensive, so you can move them from gun to gun. So I do move them from gun to gun when I use them. But I had this one rebarreled. Cobalt still does a really good barreling job, but I had this one rebarreled on my own with a Bartlam barrel because I wanted to get the most accuracy out of it that I possibly could. And so, yeah, I got a Bartlam barrel on this thing. Yeah, you don't need that. It is expensive. It costs another $1,000 to add to the gun. But this 6-arc, when you need to do like mid-range stuff, it's pretty awesome. Guys, just so you know, everything we're talking about when it comes to sniper rifles is crazy expensive. It just is. I will show you a couple of budget options where you can jump into it cheaper, but when it comes to precision, when you need the bullet to hit on top of the bullet to hit on top of the bullet, it's just not cheap. It's just not. This is the military's loopholed. I actually dig it a lot. It's the Army's. This one has the Army reticle in it. Yep, the Army reticle in it. I've got the loopholed mount. Again, I slap the Mars L laser on here when I need it. This has got a proof research barrel. It's chambered in 260. This is an MDT stock. MDT sent me the chassis. I like it. I mean, this right now is kind of my handy, I'm gonna go, you know, we're gonna go shoot long range. I'm gonna plink around. This is what I'm gonna take because I really enjoy this rig. right, I know you think you know what this is, but it's not what you think it is. This is, it's actually just kind of, started out that I was gonna make it an M40A5. I've got the correct E-action. I've got the correct Gary Schneider barrel, but this one has a 1-in-8 twist barrel on it. Send it to a gunsmith. The gunsmith actually kind of messed it up, so I had to send it back to a gunsmith. It shoots phenomenally, but I can't get a suppressor on there. So I'm going to cut this muzzle brake off, cut the barrel back down to 18 inches because 18 inches is like the magic number in a 308. I've got a Cullis 3-12 scope on there. You know, guys, we've been smacking stuff. I probably got 6-ish thousand rounds on this. I've let a lot of people shoot it in classes. Not really teaching classes to civilians anymore. I do have a couple military classes coming up this year, but I don't really, I let everybody shoot this and it's just been amazing. But old Betty Blue here has just freaking hammered them. I really love this gun. This is another one of my sniper rifles. This is the one you saw me do with my buddy Field, a Navy SEAL, who was a Navy SEAL sniper, when we shot at the ballistic dummy out to 1,000 using the 77 grain Sierra Match Kings. I also have a match barrel in this. Again, guys, sniper rifles are expensive. This Smith & Bender scope's like $5 grand. But I set this one up to where it is a 5.56 sniper rifle for me, or designated marksman's rifle. Precision rifle, however you want to call it. I really dig this gun. I think you can just take a regular Cobalt with a regular Cobalt barrel and do really well. I just have that OCD where I gotta have whatever I believe is the best. And then, like I said in a past video, I shoot them and I get my 250 rounds down them, clean them, 250 rounds, get it all set up, make sure it's perfect, barrel is sped up, and then I start grouping it. If it groups, then I know it's a keeper. And this one, you guys saw the video, this one's a keeper. This is actually cool. This is a little sniper rifle that Arkin sent me in 6.5 Creedmoor. And it's, guys, listen, this is actually a cool little rifle. I believe this is a BSF barrel, carbon fiber. It's a light gun. Their silencer's not bad at all. Their Arkin optics are excellent. You can use code Outlaw on Arkin optics. If I was just getting into long range shooting right now, I think there's no way that I wouldn't pass up the highest tier Arkin scope, because for like 800 bucks, you get really good quality. You know, if I was going to matches and money was on the line, well, I haven't had an Arkin fail me yet, so you could still take them to matches and put money on the line. Yeah. Anyway, this is a pretty cool little gun. It shoots really well. It's got a 1-in-7 twist, 6.5 Creedmoor on there, so it shoots those heavier bullets really well. Legitimately one of the most favorite guns that I own. This is a Chandler or Iron Brigade Armory sniper rifle. If you aren't familiar with Colonel Norm Chandler and his sniper rifles, he got the DARPA project, which is, if you can get one of those rifles, they're like 20, 30 grand. But he did the DARPA project, and he was one of the guys that was really trying to change the way sniper rifles were forever, especially in the Marine Corps. And his was the DARPA doesn't have an adjustable piece. It has the other Macmillan, what is that one called? The A1A, the A6A, I can't remember. And then it has an 18-inch barrel. Now, guys, this is probably an early 2000s sniper rifle. This is what I remember learning on. And this is what, with this Night Force 3-15, it's in MOA, because here's what you guys don't get. It wasn't always MRADs. It was MOA forever. MOA and mil reticle. And then finally, how I remember it was Zach Scott from Thunder Beast and Ray Sanchez started writing magazine articles and saying, hey, it's easier if we use a mil instead of a mil MOA. And they were right, it was faster and easier. And then they were like, it's easier if we use a first focal plane. And we were like, I don't know if we want a first focal plane. But so this is set up where it's a second focal plane scope, mil reticle MOA, but this was sniper rifles. This is where it legitimately all started. And I got this one from James Yeager, who got this from another police officer when James was a cop. And shortly before James died, he sent me this rifle. And like I said, this is a very special rifle to me. I promised him I would shoot it. I do shoot it. You know, a 308 is going to go, you know, somewhere between 8,000 and 11,000 rounds on the barrel. This is a Hart barrel, from what I understand with Norm Chandler. Hart Jim Hart from Hart Barrels chambered all of these and blueprinted the actions. But this is just, Chandler rifle was one that I always wanted. If you get online anywhere, they're 10, 12 grand for one of these. And it's just, I don't know, cool. I love it. It's like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite rifles. I'm gonna do a couple of honorable mentions here. These are sniper rifles, and I would still use them today, but this is the Mark 12 Mod 0. I have the Mark 12 Mod 1. I have the Seal Recce, the Mod H. I did another video. It's on these that I just went over all of these rifles, and I forgot that they're sniper rifles. And would I take them today to go to war with? Absolutely. Do I still love shooting them? I absolutely do, but I have the U.S. Marine Corps SAM-R. I think I have every single platform of a designated marksman's rifle. I might be missing one, but you know, I couldn't leave these out of the sniper rifle talk. All right, dudes, here's my budget option. This is a Palmetto State, and it's like their M110 SAS, and then it's got the Arkin 5 to 25 EP5. Dudes, this is where I come in at a budget rifle. I mean, I think this rifle's 1,100 bucks, scope's 800 bucks, so about 2,000 bucks. Let's call it 2,500 bucks by the time you buy everything on it. This thing shoots really well. Shoots 3/4 minute with 175, so 118 LR. If you need like, hey, I'm just getting into long range and I'm trying to figure out what to do, this is the package right here that I would go with 100%. Just have to remember to be a little bit more disciplined because, what is this one called? Saber 10. You be a little bit more disciplined because on a gas gun, you can shoot a lot of rounds, and that's not what you want to do. You want to make sure that every shot is on purpose. I see a lot of guys get out and shoot, especially with a gas gun, where they'll go bang and they'll miss a little bit left, and then they'll just hold right and bang, and then they'll miss way right, and then they'll bang and miss left again, and they're like, what's going on? Well, they're not paying attention to the wind and how the wind's working, right? So you got to really be disciplined to have one of these, so you're not just sending rounds that you didn't need to send. But if you can be disciplined, this is the budget-friendly option. Whoa! Oh, look at this big old heavy trucker. I can't even lift it with my knee being backed up so bad. Okay, so this is the 408 CheyTac. You guys watched the video that Micah Mayfield and I did, and it is like not light. So the 408 CheyTac and 375 CheyTac in the Intervention, dudes. This is a dog of a sniper rifle. When would you use this? When you know that you're stationary for a while. Guys hump this all over the mountains. Brian Sykes from GA Precision was a Green Beret, and he had one, and he humped it all over the mountains of Afghanistan. And so you can do it. They are freaking heavy. I got a couple of silencers for them. They're pretty nice. Like, legitimately, this is a great gun. It's a sub-MOA gun. We were shooting targets out well past a mile with it, and it's freaking cool. But they are heavy, and they are expensive. I've got my 50 BMG. It's a JJ Rock. JJ Rock, Rock McMillan was Kelly McMillan's brother, owner of McMillan Firearms and McMillan Stocks for a while. Then he went into ELR, so we've got this 50 BMG. It shoots the Hornady A-tips really well. I can't shoot a 50 with anybody else's brake or with anybody else's silencer because I'm super recoil sensitive because I need shoulder surgery. I've got a torn labrum. But Thunderbeast figured it out with this brake at the top. And so it's a little louder, but you can shoot it without earmuffs. But it literally takes the recoil down to perfect. It comes with a Cadex chassis. I have a new scope coming for it. I had a EOTech scope on there, but I broke it. And so it's got the JJ Rock action, and then it's got a Cadex 40 MOA chassis, so you really can get out there and shoot a little bit further. This one's heavy. It's not as heavy as the Intervention, but it was made for King of 2 Mile when King of 2 Mile was really popular. And this is a really cool gun, really expensive gun. Like the gun's 12, 13 grand, the silencer's 3 grand. I mean, there's a lot of money in this donk. This is it. It is an exact 1-to-1 copy of an M40A5. When I started long range shooting and started working with the military, I started working with the Marines. Sad that they don't have a sniper program anymore, but I started with the Marines. This was the rifle they were shooting right before they started shooting the M40A6. I was working with Kelly McMillan, and Kelly sent me this stock and that stock, and they were Marine issued stock, not issued, they were slated to go to the Marines next. Gary Schneider sent me the barrel, and it is a perfect barrel, and it is 1 to 12 believe it's a 1 to 12 twist. I think so. Maybe a 1 to 10. I know this one's a 1 to 8 because I did that one on purpose, but that's what Gary said was the best when they shot him on Doppler. This is an actual M8541. I called the folks at Schmidt and Bender. I've been working with them for a while, and they had 17 left, and I bought 3 of them. And they don't have any more left. So this is literally one of the last ones, and those were just for in case the Marines broke theirs and they needed to give them one. Has a correct G action. GA Precision made the gun for me. It's marked PWS. They had one of their PWS guys make it. I set the gun up for me. You know, you got to set the back piece up so that it fits you perfect. I've got the correct scope rings. I've got the correct sniper tool design angle cosine indicator, and I've got the correct PVS 22, which is really pretty cool. I called George Gardner and he had one, and so this is it, man. If you were a Marine Corps sniper, this is what you're getting. Oh, and the correct Surefire. This one belongs to Bobby West. I don't own it because they're so freaking expensive. They're like, when you find them, they're like $6 grand. But this package, as it sets right now, one, it's a hammer. George Gardner builds great rifles. All of these parts are top notch. If I had to sit behind a sniper rifle all day long, this is the one I'd sit behind. It's big, it's heavy, it's easy to use. And I just love this gun. It's a special gun because some of my best friends in this industry who helped me get started sent me the stuff. And you truly cannot get closer to having an issued gun than this. Matter of fact, I think this might be better than an issued gun. But it's perfect. I got an actual issued trigger. This gun is just amazing. Yes, I can totally go update and get a higher power scope, and I can totally go grab a better resolution night vision, but this one still works. It works well. I love this gun. All right, guys, with that, we are wrapping up the sniper rifles. Yes, I don't have a lot of sniper rifles, but I got some really great ones, and I've got them dialed in and perfect. And remember, any rifle, you can go get any Tikka, Bagara, and as long as you can adjust the windage and elevation on it, you've got a sniper rifle as long as it will shoot under 1 MOA. But do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. We'll see you soon.